हेलो एंड वेलकम। कैसे हैं आप सब? आप सबका स्वागत करता हूं मैं इस लेट्स प्ले सीरीज़ बैनिशर्स गोस्ट ऑफ न्यूटन पे। तो भाई हम मेन क्वेस्ट पे आ चुके हैं। पूरा मैप लगभग मैंने कंप्लीट कर लिया है। देखे तो भाई इसमें सोल ग्रैबर्स बचे हैं। इधर पे भी सोल ग्रैबर है, इसमें भी सोल ग्रैबर है। एक कलेक्टिबल है माउंट प्लेजेंट पे और वो मेरे को मिला नहीं है, पता नहीं जहाँ पे होगा। ये भी एक सोल ग्रैबर है। तो भाई एक कलेक्टिबल बचा है, एक लॉस्ट चेस्ट बची है। ये दो चीज़ें हैं माउंट प्लेजेंट में। बाकी सब मैंने पूरा कर लिया है। अब इसमें भी न्यूटन टाउन में भी दो कलेक्टिबल्स हैं, फिर कलेक्टिबल वाली अचीवमेंट भी पूरी हो जाएगी। बस लॉस्ट चेस्ट नहीं मिली है मेरे को। लॉस्ट चेस्ट कहाँ होगी वो देखनी पड़ेगी। तो बात करते हैं भाई केट से।
Won't you leave me alone?
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I'm busy. Find them yourself.
I'm not asking you to do anything. I just need information. I may have some to share in return. So, I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
You just can't leave a scab unpicked, can you? Especially if it's not your own.
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace person have found it?
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished. No one ever saw her again.
Grace Pennington? As in Captain Saul Pennington?
What happened to Grace?
I don't know that either. There had been strife with her father. Then she was gone. And the captain spoke of her no more.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
Could Grace have survived alone out here in the woods?
Possibly. But could she remain unseen? No. All thought she'd left New Eden. Gone west, perhaps into the wilds.
Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me. We done?
One more question. Did the school teacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods, trying to understand New Eden, she said. Now that you mention it, I remember a snowstorm. She spent 3 days in a hut not far from here. Southeast, across the drawbridge, along the path towards the mine. If it's still there.
It's time we talked of Deborah.
I've never liked you, McWraith. But I suppose you deserve answers.
How did you meet?
I'll not answer that. It's the moment of my life I cherish most. Words would only fail it. I will say this, despite my grief. For a time, I laid my head on Deborah Comenius' bosom. And for that, I'll be forever grateful.
What happened to her?
Pennington levelled accusations against her. Vile accusations. Many delighted in them. She was clever. She was free. She cherished the truth, of the mind and of the heart. Some took that for godlessness, but I've never met a person more divine.
Her ghost appeared when we downed the beast. Have you seen her since?
God save me, no. My heart would not bear it. Might it happen yet?
I don't believe she wished to frighten you. I doubt she'll bother you again. She has business elsewhere.
If ever you should deal with Deborah, deal quick. Let her not suffer long. For her sake, and for mine.
Goodbye to you, Huntress. I look forward to seeing things improve, now that you're in charge.
Fare you well, Mr. McWraith.
तो अब हमने कैबिन ढूंढना है। पेनिंगटन से पूछ सकते हैं उसके डॉटर के बारे में। इधर जाना है, बट पहले पेनिंगटन से पूछते हैं डॉटर के बारे में उसकी, ताकि स्टोरी में थोड़ा तो खुलासा हो कि भाई मतलब क्या हुआ है। अब पता चला हमको पेनिंगटन की डॉटर है तो भाई कम से कम पता तो करे वो एंगल की क्या चल रहा है भाई।
Folk look well. Maybe they'll settle here.
Are you still here?
Why, you're welcome. It's an honour to help you out. No thanks necessary.
Spare me your humour, soldier.
What do you know of a young woman named Grace?
I don't know where you heard that name, Banisher. But you should not say it again.
It's important, else I wouldn't ask.
I owe you, Banisher. And I believe your word is good, but I cannot help you.
I read the name on a letter. It was a very interesting missive. According to this letter, what happened to Grace was entirely your fault.
No! The fault was hers. She was stubborn.
The letter told quite the tale. I'd like to hear your side of it.
I have heard tell, sir, of the contumacious Scots, and I did not hear wrong. For you are indeed relentlessly, perversely, bloody-mindedly obstinate.
The letter was clear. You're to blame for what happened to her.
She has no one to blame but herself. I tried to prevent it. She would not listen. I hurt her. That, sir, is laughable. I worked hard to make up for her mistakes, so she would not pay the price for them.
Whatever you did seems to have made things worse.
I stood firm. That, sir, is what must be done, and that, sir, is what I do. I stand firm.
Why the mystery?
A stubborn and difficult child. Always quick to disobey. Especially when the orders were mine. Never understood her antagonism or hostility. A sheer bloody-minded antipathy. She didn't get it from her mother. Now I have no daughter, and it is all the better for all concerned.
Want to tell me what happened?
If you must know it, I sent her away. I exiled her.
Why? Why would you do that?
She left me with no choice. I caught her in an act of sin. I caught her reading, studying. Witchcraft, sir. I caught her studying witchcraft. There was a book. I don't know where it came from, and damned if I could get rid of it, but she would not put it down. Not even after I forbade it.
Now, why does Lammy Haskell suddenly spring to mind? And Deborah, too.
Though Deborah was innocent, you accused her of witchcraft. Do you deny it?
Deny it? I claim it. By law, she was no witch. But neither was she innocent. She was poison, a ruiner of children. She corrupted my grace. I am a much changed man with the intervening years. Looking back, with the benefit of experience, I was entirely right and would not change a thing.
If I came to learn your daughter survived, if I knew where she was...
No, I'd have nothing to say to her. For me and all who know me, Grace Pennington is long dead. You wanted answers. Now you have them. And there are no more.
पैनिंगटन पसंद ही नहीं है मेरे को, ये चूतिया ही है। इसने ग्रेस को विचक्राफ्ट के बारे में पढ़ते हुए देखा तो इसको लगा कि इसको डेब्रा ने सिखाया है और इसने डेब्रा को विच करार करके उसको मरवा दिया। अबे ये क्या है? सीकर तो हमको मिली नहीं अभी तक। सीकर के बारे में तो पता ही नहीं, उसी को तो ढूंढ रहे हैं। कहाँ गई सीकर पता नहीं। मेरे को ऐसा भी लग रहा है कि जो ग्रेस है वो सीकर है। ग्रेस पेनिंगटन सीकर। जब से बीस्ट को हंट करने गए थे तब से इस तरफ आया ही नहीं।
Away with you. That's not good.
Symbols. The hut may be near. I sense magic. Could Seeker be here?
Faded with age. Not to know what it was for. No, still can't see a damn thing.
I'll lend you my eyes if you like.
This is getting serious. Have a bit of this. Die, you bastard!
मेरे को बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है टेलीपोर्टेशन वाले को। तेरे से कौन कह रहा है? कौन उठ के रहा होगा पता नहीं। इससे उठ के मुंह से क्या आ जा रहा है मेरे पास। ये तो कैबिन नहीं है शायद, ये तो टूटा फूटा है। ऊपर जाके देखे पहले। मुंह उठा के बार बार क्यों आ जा रहे हो? तो तुमको किसने बुलाया? मुंह उठा के बार बार आ जा रहे हैं साले, पता नहीं जैसे किसने बुलाया है इन्हें।
This can't be a coincidence. Could Grace be Seeker?
यप, मेरे को भी लग रहा है कि सीकर है वो, ग्रेस ही सीकर है।
Dusty. Seeker hasn't been here for a long time.
Anyone home? Deborah knew about this place.
Focus on the matter at hand, Red.
I am. Right there. Fall from grace.
That's not funny, and neither is this.
Aye. Fair enough. Fine wardrobe for a youngster.
They're rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye.
More demonology. Unusual for a witch. These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell. Same circle as the one on the entrance. But I don't know the symbol. I don't know it, but I think Lammy might. Seeker drew this. Now we know. She's in the mountains. In the mountains, behind a magic door. And the circle is, somehow, the key. We did well to come here. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell. And Lammy Haskell will help us with that.
Sure.
नहीं उतर सकता यहाँ पे से, तो आया हूँ फिर यहाँ। चलो भाई।
Whatever it is, out with it.
Now what I say is worth listening to.
Only when it doesn't slow us down.
You're in an awful hurry. It's as if you can't wait to leave.
It's not like that. It's complicated.
Aye, alright. I believe you.
टेलीपोर्ट करके लैमी के पास चलते हैं। लैमी बताएगा भाई क्या है जो हमको दिखाया है।
The arrows feel better, more stable.
Lemmy, चल बता
Yes?
We found a page ripped from a book. Yeah, do you recognise it?
Let me see. Is this from the Trismegistus riddles? Yes, it seems to be. Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you'd given another ritual to another friend?
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals, and that's what I've done. Not done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. Sounds like a title, like my true pursuer. This Seeker... Is she Grace? Is she alive? Do you know where she is?
We think she's Grace. We hope she's still alive. We're trying to find her.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulation spell.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with the salient facts.
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
It had to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared. Which makes sense now that I think of it.
That's it? You never again tried to find your best friend, your only friend.
Well, you see, some weeks later the first whispers of witchcraft started to fly about town. I kept my head down and Grace was better off out of it. I was right. And I'm glad she escaped. Strange to think of her again after so long.
How does the ritual work?
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Trismegistus riddles do have a simple elegance.
The short version, please, ending with how we break it.
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Grace Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book and... Oh my.
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo. In the void.
That's just great. Just great.
Yes, but in my defence, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in the park. Comparatively speaking.
साला अब हमको void में जाना
Thank you
है.
for your help.
Could you tell Grace that I'm still her friend? I'd be glad to see her again.
Once we found her, we'll be glad to tell her.
अबे यार अब कहाँ void में जाना है मैंने? कहाँ जाना है अब? इधर. Oof. हाँ यही तो थी रिफ्ट जहाँ पे वो था, यहाँ पे भी तो था सौरव।
Okay, shite. Look, I couldn't talk about it.
Couldn't talk about what?
You accused me of pretending not to see that you're dead.
That's how I feel, Red. You have to accept it.
I couldn't face your death. I admit that. I rely on you. Your presence reassures me. I dread your absence. I can barely bring myself to think about it. I don't wish to deny your pain. I've just tried to deal with mine.
Wow. That's... I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for your honesty.
Get back up! Think we fixed it. Have some of this!
साले फोकट में फील्ड है, शांति से पड़े रहो।
Our book isn't here.
Our book might be up there.
I might need some help.
I might be able to give it.
Well, this looks like Lami's stuff. Only more scattered.
Even with the void shifting, the book should be around here somewhere.
Got it. That seemed a little too easy.
We have the symbol we need. Let's go back to the mountain and find her hiding place.
Did you hear that?
First things first, Red.
Get back up!
It's about to strike.
Reinforcements!
ले हीरो बनता है। ट्रैवल करो भाई वर्ड से। ये कहाँ पहुँच गया अब मैं? ओह माउंट प्लेजेंट पे ही पहुँच गया सीधे ही। नाइस यार। माउंट प्लेजेंट पे कहाँ पे हैं? स्टार्टिंग पे ही।
Ride it out. Watch out. We made it angry.
Have a bit of this.
अबे जाना तो हमने हमारे हाइडिंग प्लेस पे ही, मतलब सीकर के हाइडिंग प्लेस पे, मतलब हमारे उस पे। आजा भाई। Pieces of it. चलो ऊपर। ये कहाँ जा रहा है बल्ब रेगुलेटर?
That's not good.
This feels good.
बढ़िया पावर है याली, मजा आता है। ऊपर जाना है या नीचे जाना है?
This is it. Seeker is behind this wall.
चलो फिर।
Let the veil of unknowing be lifted. Let us see through the eyes of Grace Pennington.
तो भाई एपिसोड ख़त्म करने का बढ़िया टाइम लग रहा है ये। यहाँ पे एपिसोड करके हम ख़त्म करके इजीली आगे बढ़ाने के लिए ठीक रहेगा। तो इस एपिसोड में भाई हमने ग्रेस को ढूंढा। ग्रेस कहाँ है करके, ग्रेस मतलब हमारी सीकर, और हमने उसके लिए केट से बात करते हैं। उसके बाद तो बताती कैसे जो डेवरा थी उसका कोई कैबिन था वुड्स में और वो बार बार जाती थी वहाँ। तो हम उस कैबिन को ढूंढते हैं, कैबिन के पास जाते हैं तो वहाँ पे पता चलता है कि जो ग्रेस थी वो वैसे तो पेनिंगटन की बेटी है, जो हमको माउंट प्लेजेंट पे मिला था फोर्ट जेरिको पे, उसकी बेटी है वो। उसको हमने पेनिंगटन के पास जाके बात तो बात नहीं करना चाहता और हमको पता चलता है कि उसने अपनी लड़की को बचाने के लिए ग्रेस को बचाने के लिए डेबरा को बताया था कि वो विचक्राफ्ट की बुक पढ़ ली थी ग्रेस। तो उसने डेबरा का नाम ले लिया कि डेबरा क्योंकि टीचर थी तो डेबरा को फंसा दिया विचक्राफ्ट में। साथ ही साथ हमको फिर जब उधर उसके कैबिन में जाते तो पता चलता है कि ग्रेस यहाँ पे रहती थी बचपन में और वहाँ पे वो डिमोनोलॉजी की वो भी कर रही थी। और पता चलता है कि मतलब कैसे कहीं माउंटेन में है उसका और वहाँ पे जाके वो उसके जाके वहाँ पे कर सकते हैं, मतलब उसके साथ हम बात। पर उसके लिए हमको चाहिए लेमी की हेल्प। तो हम जाते हैं लेमी के बाद, लेमी से बात करते हैं, उसको बताते हैं ग्रेस के बारे में। तो वो फिर हमको बताता है कि कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं हम इसको। पर उसके लिए उसकी किताब लगेगी जो वर्ल्ड में रह गई है। फिर वर्ल्ड में जाते हैं, वर्ल्ड से किताब लेके आते हैं, फिर आते हैं यहाँ पे। अब यहाँ पे इसका इल्यूजन हटा दिया, अब हमको मिलना है ग्रेस से। तो भाई ये करेंगे अगले एपिसोड में। इस एपिसोड को करता हूँ यहीं पे ख़त्म। आपसे मिलूंगा तब तक के लिए टाटा गुड बाय, मिलते हैं फिर भाई।